साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते प्राप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी भाषा प्रदेशताय। Hare Krishna. So within 2 days we will be observing the appearance of Srimati Radharani. Prabhupada says that Srimati Radharani is the feminine counterpart of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She is the personification of Lord's compassion. So, a great detail of glories of Srimati Radharani is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let us see how much we can cover in next 3 to 4 days. Tomorrow, of course, is Saturday, but still I would like to imbue the class with the glories of Srimati Radharani, because by her mercy, we are on the verse which is speaking about Srimati Radharani in Bhagavad Gita. That is 9.13 and 14, the epicenter of Bhagavad Gita. And both these verses talk about Srimati Radharani. Devim Prakriti. Okay, so I'll begin with Chaitanya Charitamrita. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. This is the 4th chapter of Adi Leela, the confidential reasons for appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The position of Srimati Radharani is so glorious, is so very unique, that Krishna wants to take that position. Just imagine. In this entire creation, everyone has only one desire. What is the desire? To take the position of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. But what is Krishna's desire? Krishna's desire is to take the position of Srimati Radharani. So that itself concludes that the position of Srimati Radharani is more glorious than the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. In this chapter is the confidential reasons for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this chapter of the epic Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has stressed that Lord Chaitanya appeared for 3 principal purposes of his own. This is the Antar Karana. The first purpose was to relish the position of Srimati Radharani. This is the foremost. He wants to take the position of Srimati Radharani, who the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the absolute controller of the entire creation wants to taste or relish the position of Srimati Radharani, who is the prime reciprocator of transcendental love of Sri Krishna. What is the quality that she has? The unique quality that she is the foremost reciprocator of transcendental love of Sri Krishna. The love that Srimati Radharani has for Sri Krishna surpasses the love of everyone all together combined. Lord Krishna is the reservoir of transcendental loving transactions with Srimati Radharani. The subject of those loving transactions is the Lord himself, and Radharani is the object. Thus, the subject, the Lord wanted to relish the loving mellow in the position of the object, Radharani. This is the first and the foremost reason that he wants to relish the position of Srimati Radharani, and in particular, the transcendental love, the unlimited love that Srimati Radharani possesses for Krishna. The second reason for his appearance was to understand the transcendental mellow of himself. Lord Krishna is all sweetness. Radharani's attraction for Krishna is sublime. And to experience that attraction and understand the transcendental sweetness of himself, he accepted the mentality of Radharani. So he is not only the complexion. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna has not only assumed the complexion of Srimati Radharani, but also assumed the mood, the mentality of Srimati Radharani. The third reason that Lord Chaitanya appeared was to enjoy the bliss tasted by Srimati Radharani. The joy that Srimati Radharani experiences in her heart, that joy is not even accessible to Lord Shri Krishna. The Lord thought that undoubtedly Radharani enjoyed his company and he enjoyed the company of Radharani. But the exchange of transcendental mellow between the spiritual couple was more pleasing to Srimati Radharani than to Sri Krishna. Radharani felt more transcendental pleasure in the company of Krishna than he could understand without taking her position. He could not understand without taking her position. But for Sri Krishna to enjoy in the position of Srimati Radharani was impossible because that position was completely foreign to him. Krishna is the transcendental male and Radharani is the transcendental female. Therefore, to know the transcendental pleasure of loving Krishna, Lord Krishna himself appeared as Lord Chaitanya, accepting the emotions and bodily luster of Srimati Radharani. Sri Chaitanya appeared in order to fulfill these confidential desires and also to please the special significance of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and to answer the call of Advaita Prabhu. These were the secondary reasons. 3 confidential reasons and 3 secondary reasons. What is the first secondary reason? Dharma Sansthapanarthaya. Here's what Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita. And how is establishing the dharma? Kali Kalera Dharma, Krishna Nama Sankirtan. Is the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And of course, third is to reciprocate to the calling of Sri Advaita Prabhu. Sri Swarup Damodar Goswami was the principal figure among Lord Chaitanya's confidential devotees. The records of his diary have revealed these confidential purposes of the Lord. These revelations have been confirmed by the statements of Srila Rupa Goswami in his various prayers and poems. This chapter also specifically describes the difference between love and lust. The transactions of Krishna and Radha are completely different from material lust. Therefore, the author has very clearly distinguished between them. Sri Chaitanya prasadena tadrupasya vinirnayam balo api kurute shastram Drishtva vraja vilasina. By the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even a foolish child can fully describe the real nature of Lord Krishna, the enjoyer of the pastimes of Vraja, according to the vision of the revealed scriptures. Jayo Jayo Sri Chaitanya, Jayo Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Chaturtha Shlokera Artha Kaila Vivarana, Panchama Shlokera Artha Shuno Bhakta Gana. So many times we have discussed that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the 11 verses, the key 11 verses, which Sri Vaishnava Kaviraj Goswami is detailing in the first 12 chapters. मूल श्लोकेरार्थ करिते प्रकाश अर्थ लगाईते आगे कहिया भार चतुर्थ श्लोकेरार्थ ई कैलासार प्रेम नाम प्रचारिते ही अवतार. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's descent is to propagate the Prema Nam Prachar, to propagate the chanting of the holy name and spread the love of Godhead. Satya hetu kintu eho bahiranga arek hetu suno ache antaranga. Very beautiful. Although this is true, but this is the external reason for the Lord's incarnation. Please hear one another reason, the confidential reason for Lord's appearance. पूर्वे येन पृथ्वीरा भार हरि बारे कृष्ण अवतीर्णा होइला शास्त्रे ते प्रचारे स्वयं भगवानेरा कर्म नाहे भार हारन स्थिति करता विष्णु करेना जगत पालन. So Kaviraj Goswami says to take away this burden, bhar haran of Prithvi is not the work of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The maintainer, Lord Vishnu, is the one who protects the universe. So the Supreme Person is not interested in all these affairs. This is done by his expansions, his energies. Kintu Krishnera yai hoye avatar kaal hara haran kala tate hoila misha. But the time to lift the burden of the world mixed with the time of Lord Krishna's incarnation. Purna Bhagavan avatare yai kale aur sab avatara tate aasi mile. When the complete Supreme Personality of Godhead descends, when Krishna descends, all other incarnations of the Lord meet together within him. Who are these? Narayana Chaturvyuha Matsyadi Avatara Jugamana Antara Avatara Yata Ache Ara Sabe Ashi Krishna Ange Hoye Avatirna Aiche Avatara Krishna Bhagavan Purna. Lord Narayan, the four primary expansions, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Anuruddha, Matsya, and the other Leela incarnations, the Yuga avatars, the Manvantar avatars, and as many other incarnations are there, all descend in the body of Lord Krishna. This is very important to understand. And how Krishna is the cause of all birth. In this way, the complete Supreme Godhead, Lord Krishna himself appears. अतएव विष्णु तखान कृष्णेर शरीरे विष्णु द्वारा करे कृष्ण असुर संहारे. Is another important principle. At the time, therefore, Lord Vishnu is present in the body of Lord Krishna, and Lord Krishna kills the demon through him, through whom Krishna never participates in killing anyone. It is the expansion of Krishna. . अनुसंग कर्मई असुर मारन ये लागी अवतार काही से मूल कारण. Thus the killing of the demons is but secondary work. I shall now speak of the main reason for Lord's incarnation. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came? प्रेम रस निर्यास करीते आस्वादन राग मार्ग भक्ति लोके करीते प्रचरण रसिक शेखर कृष्णा परम करुणा এই দুই হেতু হইতে ইচ্ছার উদ্গম. The Lord's desire to appear was born from two reasons. The Lord wanted to taste the sweet essence of the mellows of love of Godhead, which is possessed by Srimati Radharani. And he wanted to propagate devotional service in the world on the platform of spontaneous attraction. Rag marg bhakti lok karite prachar. This is the Rag marg. Thus, he is known as the supremely jubilant and the most merciful of all. ऐश्वर्य ज्ञानी ते सब जगत निश्रिता ऐश्वर्य स्थिल प्रेम नाहि मोर प्रीता. All the universe is filled with the conception of my majesty, that is Aishwarya, with reverence, with majesty, with opulence. But love weakened by that sense of majesty does not satisfy. So if there is reverence first, then intimacy cannot be experienced. आमारे ईश्वर माने आपना के हीना तार प्रेम वशे आमी ना होए अधीना. If this is Braj Prem, Chaitamit Kaviraj Goswami is explaining that what is the unique position, why Krishna is so much attracted to the Brajvasis. Why he said that if one regards me as the Supreme Lord and himself as a subordinate, I do not become subservient to his love, nor can it control me. आमा कहते ये भक्ता भजे यही भावे तारे से भावे भजे ये मोर स्वभावे. In whatever transcendental mellow my devotee worships me, I reciprocate with. That is my natural behavior. ये यथा मां प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्तथैव भजामि अहम् मम वर्तमानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वशः. मोरा पुत्र मोरा सुखा मोरा पुत्र मोरा सखा मोर प्राणपति यही भावे यही मोरे करे शुद्ध भक्ति. आपना के बड़ा माने हमारे समहीना से भावे होई अमी ताहार अधीना. Very special verse. Krishna is saying, if one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as great, and considering me his equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him. Mai bhaktir hi bhutana amritavya kalpate drishtaya yadasi matsneho bhavati nam madapana. This is Krishna speaking to the gopis. Where? Anyone has any idea where is he speaking to these gopis? Mai bhaktir hi bhutanam amritvaya kalpate. Here the translation: devotional service rendered to me by the living entity revives their eternal life. O my dear damsels of Braja, your affection for me is your good fortune, for it is the only means by which you have obtained my favor. Krishna is speaking to the gopis at Kurukshetra. After they met, after 100 years, Prabhupada says, during a solar eclipse, the Lord came from Dwarka and met the inhabitants of Vrindavan at Samant Panchayat. The meeting was intensely painful for the damsels of Rajbhumi because Krishna had apparently left them to reside in Dwarka. But the Lord obligingly acknowledged the pure devotional service of the damsels of Raja by speaking these words of Shamanta. Mata mora putra bhave kare na bandhana atihina jnane kare lalana palana. Mother sometimes bind me as her son, and she nourishes and protects me, thinking me utterly helpless. I'll go a little fast forward. प्रिया यदि मान करी कराए भर्त्सना वेद स्तुति होइते हरे से राम. If my beloved consort reproaches me in a sulky mood that steals my mind from the reverent hymns of the Vedas, धर्म छाड़ी राग दुहे कराए मिलन कभू मिले कभू ना मिले देवरे घटन. Pure attachment will unite us even at the expense of the moral and religious duties. This is Krishna speaking to the gopis. Destiny will sometimes bring us together and sometimes separate us. ऐ सब रस निर्यास करीबे आस्वाद ऐ द्वारे करीबो सब भक्ति रे प्रसाद. I shall taste the essence of all these rasas. This is Krishna speaking. And in this way I will favor all the devotees. Very important one. Anugrahaya bhaktana manushim deham ashrita bhajate tadrishakira yashritva tatparo bhave. Krishna manifests his eternal human-like form and performs these pastimes to show mercy to devotees. Having heard such pastimes, one should engage in service to him. Yas Shrutva tam paro bhave. निज निज भावे श्रेष्ठा करी माने निज भावे करे कृष्णा सुखा स्वादा में. Each kind of devotee feels that his sentiment is the most excellent. Okay, I will continue tomorrow. Completely overpowered by sleep. And okay, so please tune into the mute. Try to what should I say? Connect. This is the important word. Connect. That what is the reason of advent of Srimati Radharani, why she appears, and how we can make our Radhashtami a true offering. Does anyone have any question or comment? Dayāśīl Prabhu, tomorrow it will be very tight for me because first I have Shobha Yatra here at 6, and then from 9:30 I have to do the flower decoration. So you please arrange everything in a proper way. Nothing should be out of proportion. I'll reach there by 7:30. I won't be able to reach before that.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita की जय, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami की जय, Shri Prabhupada की जय, all glories to Jesus.